I might have gotten a bit distracted with fantasy stuff. Whoops. From Diva. My best bud Rambler. Saw these clothes for sale and couldn't pass them up. Used to wear this kind of thing all the time back in my wild days. And low-key still do sometimes. But I bet it'd look rockin' on you. You got this. Alright, what did she give us? Whatever it is, it's what Gulliver's gonna wake up to. Chain pants. What are chain pants? I can't tell. Hey, man. Okay, 5 more minutes. I think I can do that. I don't think it has a provider. Yeah, you can be Jetsam. I forget what Jetsam and Flotsam is. I know they're... I think Flotsam is cargo, Jetsam is scrap wood. So, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a really long time since I've even remotely cared what those terms meant. Morning, or evening, vision's fuzzy. How are you this fine, whatever time of day it is? It's evening. Yeah, it is your favorite landlubber. 2,000 sea monsters. Tickle attack, fell overboard. Yeah, we've heard this story before. You've told us this story a lot, Gulliver. I'm starting to doubt it. Your dandy-handy communicatron is not handy-dandy or communicatron. It's just a communicator. I'll look for him. Alright. So, that gives us something else to do today. I mean, not that digging up the communicator parts is going to take much effort, but it is still something extra to do today. But yeah, I got pretty distracted with PSO2. I basically started my day with the idea of, you know, I'll drink a little bit of coffee, then maybe have a shower, and then go straight from the shower to recording a little morning section, and then doing my stream, and then recording the afternoon section after 8-bit stream, you know, around this time. And I got basically started leveling the force on my stream character for PSO2, and was basically doing that right up until stream time. Didn't shower, didn't do anything really. Ran into my Lilypan friend again, which was pretty cool. Met him on stream. Which again, pretty cool. I want to see if the Able Sisters are still open, because part of me feels like they aren't. I think they close at... No, they close at 9 normally. So they'll still be open, because Night Owl ornaments. Another pure white little dolly. Little medical kit. Okay, what's the tournament prices, boys? $196. Okay, I am going to just take that price, but I'm still going to check back tomorrow, just in case there's a really good price. Oh, I really hope there is, because then you guys will be able to take advantage of that. Also, have a fun fact about this little medical box. You get a little cross on it, and it'll have a little green cross. I know it's not red, because Nintendo is not stupid. Ever wonder why in video games you never see red crosses on things these days, even though that's basically the international symbol for medical supplies and stuff like that? It's because of the International Red Cross. Their reasoning is, well, if people see that symbol willy-nilly in video games, they won't take it seriously in real life. Hi, Steven Bigfoot. Let's chat. Sometimes nighttime can feel lonely, so I'm glad I ran into you. Aw, I mean, you got everybody here. Even Simon's over there, creeping around. Good evening to you. Don't you love an evening walk, sweet? I do. Let's make today our best day ever. I quite enjoy evening walks. Hey, Diva. Drinking some orange soda with Serrano? Quack, feeling like queen. I guess if she's forgiven him, you know, enjoying the evening, queen. Me too. Nights get me hyped. That is fair. Hey, man. Angus, always a pleasure. It's the latest. We say we sit across the sea, find undiscovered islands. Of course I'd be the captain. You'd be my first mate, Rambler. You do know how to sail, right? In video games, sure. In real life, nah, not really. Which is kind of funny. I'll mention this after this. Yay, Steven! There's something about how I want to see you. Let's chat. I get so sleepy when it's dark out. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to react to it being dark. That tells you your circadian rhythm is basically right, quote-unquote, normal. Now I want to ramble about that. First things first. I was browsing Facebook Marketplace last night and found on Facebook Marketplace a boat for sale. That's technically not for sale. It's free. Just a free boat. Just sitting there. Honestly, if I thought our yard had enough room for it, this is almost Peach's dress. Almost. Ooh, I kind of like that. I'm going with that. No, I need the whole glasses. Good lord, my Animal Crossing character has just turned into actual me. I need glasses on or I do not like how they look. Legit, I do not like how I look without glasses on. So. Like, if we lived closer to the person, and I thought we'd have room in our yard. Steven, I just want to say thank you for always being there to help Label. She talks about you all the time, you know? She says the outfits you pick out are always super interesting. Then she runs back here and starts sketching furiously. It's a wonder to see. You've done so much for all three of us. Thank you from the roots of my quills. Well, I haven't done anything for Mabes. Can I do something for you? Yeah, right in front of me. I like all three of you. I want to help Mabes too. Come on. Nintendo, give us something with Mabel too. I mean, I know you technically help Mabel by helping her sisters out, but like, I want to be able to directly help Mabel too. Let's see if I can find the money rock, like, right here. If I thought we had room, I would have been like, hey, would you take, like, 50 bucks to bring that here? Because boat? I mean, if nothing else, that'd be a sick thing to convert into, like, a tiny home. It wasn't a very big boat. It was just a little lobster fishing boat. But, like, it'd be pretty cool. Am I the only one that thinks that? I'm probably the only one that thinks that. I mean, I say that. Like, if I had the money, this is contingent on having the money. I want to convert our shed, garage kind of thing into, like, a little tiny home. Because, like, it's big enough to be, like, a decent-sized little tiny home. And something I have not forgotten this over a decade of living here. It's like 12, 13 years going on. When we were moving here initially, I was basically promised the shed as my space. It would be mine. And then when we got here, that quickly changed to, well, I needed to be inside because my dog was inside. It's like, well, he could just come with me. But, you know. Then it was, well, we need to get insulation and put up actual walls on the inside of the shed. And it's like, well, okay then. And then I've been waiting. Even though that shed stays perfectly warm in the middle of winter. At least it used to. Probably doesn't anymore because, well, let's be real. It's been sitting for basically unused for, you know, a decade. there's probably some issues with it now. At the very least, when it rains, the rain has started pooling under the door. Whoops. Why did I do that? I'm dumb, that's why. So that's not good. But, you know, if I was out there, it would have been maintained. Honestly, if I had the money and had been out there this whole time, you know, there's so many more things I could very likely do, just because, like, I would have my own space where I would not need to worry about possibly disturbing other people's sleep. You know. Like, I know I made mention a while back where I was like, man, I really want to, like, try to do, like, my own cover of a few Brentalcloth songs. Just a few songs in general. Like, I want to try singing. I can't do it because I can't get comfortable enough because I'm always worried I'm going to get too loud. If I was just in the shed, didn't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. Honestly, that kind of thing is what's having me kind of tempted, especially thinking back to it these days. It's got me more tempted to basically turn to my older sister and be like, alright, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I can work those days. Does that work? Yeah. Because, like, 3 days a week, as long as I could be basically guaranteed those 3 days a week, that's enough. Like, I don't have room. I might actually... I might have to put a couple bell bags on the floor. But I might be able to pick up one side of turnips. I do find it kind of funny how I'm still going to be down money from last week. I think. I bought these for about 100. I don't remember the exact price. I just remember it was near 100. Ugh. Okay. I need 6 inventory spaces. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do this. It might just take 3 trips. Yeah, like that would probably give me enough money to, like, one, have the motivation then to get the shed cleaned out of everything that's in it, basically, because it's basically being used for storage right now of a lot of stuff that nobody really cares about. Like, then basically have it properly cleaned, then start putting up insulation walls, figure out what's wrong with the, you know, why the door's leaking, maybe redo the door, you know, maybe have the driveway in front of it redone. I mean, the driveway itself is really weird right there. For whatever reason, it dips down at the front of the shed. And I don't get it. It shouldn't do that. It should, if anything, be higher at the shed. So that water, you know, runs away from the door. Honestly, that's probably what I would just do, is get something put in just to, like, make the water run away from the door. Even if it makes a little, like, step, you know. Maybe get some people in to, like, raise the shed up. Put some foundations under it or something. Put a little step or something. You know, things like that. Like, I would just need the money to do it. I've even drawn out plans before of, like, what I want to do, like, design-wise in there after having measured it and, like, taken about, like, an inch off of each wall just to, like, account for basically the dry rock. So it's like, you know... you can tell I want my own space. Like, it would probably be a decent bit of work to get that shed, like, properly set up to be a little home. But, like, I wouldn't even need it to be the full-on tiny home. Like, I myself could just come in and use the kitchen and stuff. Like, I wouldn't need, you know, a bathroom in it. I wouldn't need a kitchen. It could just be basically a bigger bedroom, you know, because it would be bigger than what I've got here, which would be nice. It would also give Frisk more room to, you know, move around, which would also be really nice. But, like, yeah. The problem with that is, like, I want my own space, and that would be cool. But at the same time... There's plenty of room. I just don't want to have to come back, and I don't need those tools, so I can... Well, I'm going to be coming back. What I mean is I don't want to make, like, multiple trips immediately for turnips. Like, I don't need those at this exact moment. I could honestly just buy more. I could just buy replacements for those at the Nooklings. Yes, I'm that lazy. But, like, the thought in my head is, like, I could go through all of that effort to have the shed, like, fixed up, made into a nice, proper little tiny home, basically. Or if I have stable income, you know, working 3-4 days a week, I would have to work out how much that would be a month, but I could just probably find a cheap apartment and move out. Or just, you know, do my best to save money for like a few years and then buy my own house. Honestly, let's be real, it'd be a few decades. But, you know, I can attempt to dream, right? I mean, let's be real, that's what my generation, and those of you who are younger than me, are basically gonna be doing. You're gonna be dreaming. Because there isn't affordable housing anymore. Alright, you can't buy the, ladder and vault and stick. So I'm gonna need to go back to the house anyway. Which, you know, sucks, but it's just how it is. Late stage capitalism. I mean, at the very least, something I gotta say for you youngins, any youngin who might be watching this, and with that I mean like anyone who's like 16 and younger, you weren't alive at a time when things were affordable, so you don't have that memory. And, you know, I'm kind of envious of that. I mean, you know things were probably better. But, like... I also didn't mean to do the two there, but it just happened. But, like, you don't know it was better. You just have what people say. And you ought to know by now that people say a lot of things that weren't true. So you can at least try to rationalize it to yourself of maybe we were all just crazy. But no, I lived through it. I literally remember when I was 17 looking at apartment prices, and like, if an apartment said like, you know, $650, that was a pretty reasonable price for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. If it was like 800, probably 2-bed, 2-bath, bit bigger area, or in a more populated area. You know, $1,200 a month was about the cap. Like, you didn't really see apartments more expensive than that, and those tended to be really freaking nice apartments. These days, $1,200 is your 1-bedroom, 1-bath. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath when I was like 17? Yeah, that was like $400, $450. Like, and that's just apartments. That's not even getting into housing. Like, a small 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Small single-floor, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Those used to be well under, like, $50,000. Usually, like, $20,000, $30,000. At least around this area. And they wouldn't be fixer-uppers. They would be finished. They were ready to move into. Some would come with furniture. Like, that's where everything was when I was younger. That's, you know, literally like 12, 13 years ago. Things were affordable. There was hope. Like, I don't know what it is about nighttime lately that gets me into this kind of mood, but like, it can't really be denied of like, the world has kind of gone to crap in terms of pricing on everything, and there just kind of isn't hope anymore. It's not my perspective. It's not hope for like owning a house. And, like, it's only been made worse by things like Airbnb, which I still don't understand why people pay for that. Like, I've seen the pricing. It just doesn't make sense. Like, quite honestly, this is a question for anybody who's actually used an Airbnb. Why would you pay for that instead of just getting a motel? Because it's someone's home and you don't trust motels? Like, why do you trust somebody's home? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Somebody's home has far fewer regulations around what they can do and where compared to a motel. If it's found out that a motel has put a camera in the bathroom, they can be sued. I highly doubt you could successfully sue an Airbnb host for having a camera in the bathroom, because they could make the argument, well, it's there to make sure you don't steal their stuff. Which is another thing that motels don't really have to worry about. Like, motels have this funny thing, motels and hotels tend to have this funny thing called insurance. That if you trash their place, oh, they'll fine you. They'll go after you legally for trashing their room. But it's insured, so they're not out anything while they're doing that. You know, it's... Meanwhile, that Airbnb host, they're not insured. They've got nothing, so they gotta make sure they protect their stuff by installing cameras. Probably hidden cameras. Like, I can't say this for certainty, but I would not be surprised if a good portion of Airbnbs have hidden cameras in bedrooms, bathrooms, anywhere they think you might be in an uncompromising position. you know... Well, a compromising position, I should say, not uncompromising. Alright, Ed, what are you thinking about? You know, it's boring for me. Being at home alone. I don't know what to do with myself. No. I can't, man. You do that. Got a message bottle. Pippi! Whoever finds this, I was rereading my old notes on how to become a pop star and found this fab recipe. Wanted to share it with somebody, so I threw it in this bottle. You totes love it too. Sparkle on. Aw, it's a paw print door plate! Hope it's her paw print. She's such a cute bean. Like, I can't bring myself to trust Airbnbs, and they charge you as much as a hotel or motel. And the host gets to decide extra fees. If, if the person that owns that Airbnb decides, yeah, you left it a little too dirty, they now need to do a complete deep clean of the place and charge you for that deep clean. You have to pay it. Like, you're completely at their whim. You might be able to dispute it, but like, I honestly highly doubt that many of those disputes ever actually succeed. Just purely on account of, like, Airbnb is a big company. Big companies tend to watch out for scumbags. It's just what they do. And, like, I've heard stories of people having that happen to them, trying to dispute the payment, and basically being told by Airbnb, no, the host is right. Oh, I don't know which of these. I think this one. Yeah. I like having my bamboo there. Them just basically being like, nah, the host was right. You left the place filthy. They needed to do a deep cleaning, and you need to pay for it. Because you broke the terms, so you gotta pay for it now. It's like, you could just go to a hotel, man. It's cheaper, and that frees up housing for people who, want to own a house. The real big one is, like, I've seen people who literally complain they cannot afford housing, refuse to stay at hotels and motels these days, and be like, no, I need an Airbnb. It's like, an Airbnb is a house you could own if you'd stop going to it. I'm just on a rambling rant now. Jeez. Give me something to ramble about. Isn't this? Hey, this sweet smells drag in here by the nose hammy. Jamaican. Good jazz. Making brown sugar pound cake. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. That wouldn't keep your muscles fueled very well. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But oh, I already have it. Okay. That would be a lot of carbs and sugars. That's not great for, like, building muscle, I don't think. I suppose you could, like... Okay, here's the gym bro idea. And somebody should try this, just more or less to humor me. You could mix in, like, a cup of protein powder into the pound cake. And then it's still gonna have a lot of carbs and stuff, but you could basically use a cup of protein powder in place of 1 cup of flour. And you should still end up with a pretty nice cake at the end. Oh, Pinky's here too. Pinky came to visit too, Snorty. Yeah, I see that. Having such good friends stop to visit makes me glad I'm living here on Astera. Aww. Hey, Pinky. You here to see Gala too, Steven? Yeah, let's talk. Steven, you hang out at Gala's place a lot? I so never thought I'd see you both here at the same time. This just turned into a big-time mini-party. Yeah! Yeah! There. Now they've both joined. Like, I could see that possibly working. Like, we have some protein powder here. I could try myself, but I think the stuff we've got's expired. I could be wrong. I had wanted to get in shape, like, 3-ish years ago, and basically asked my my older sister to keep an eye out if she saw any... Actually, it'd be more than that. It'd be like 4 years, 4 or 5. Because I was working 3 years ago. I could have just bought it myself back then. I basically asked her to keep an eye out because she was working at the time a fair bit in the department that handles that kind of stuff. If there was any, like, that went half off or, like, at a reasonable price. Because I wanted to try that while I was exercising as well. I did not throw myself into exercising anywhere near to the level that I have recently. So, I mean, a big part of that was just I didn't really have the time. Which, again, people are probably going to look at me and be like, not have the time? How could you not have the time? Simple. I had a now ex, but at the time girlfriend to basically deal with all the time. I couldn't spend a few hours every day exercising, you know. You know, Wisp, I'll be back for you, man. I don't feel like dealing with you at this exact moment. I honestly don't exactly feel like dealing with Wisp at all today, but I'll deal with him anyway, because that's just what you do. This is what you do if Friendly Ghost shows up. Hey, Flurry. An unexpected treat to have you drop by like this, Powder Puff. I want chat. Oh? Don't mind the mess on my wooden low table. I got clumsy and spilled something out earlier, Powder Puff. Aw. It's okay. Can I ever let that hamster, like, out? Is that like your child or something? Brother? Just running on a wheel. As you dust. I feel like given she was back there standing by it, I think she was, like, using that as a whip to be like, run faster! Like... Flurry's got, like, a dark side, I feel. No, I shouldn't do that. I am, like... I'm making jokes. I'm not being serious. I don't actually think she does. She's cute. It's just, it makes sense that a hamster animal would have a hamster pet. It makes sense. Like... I just want to be clear on that, because I do kind of dislike it when people are like, oh man, here's this cutesy game. Now let's make it dark and sinister. It's like, no... Like, I'm making a little joke. I don't want that to be taken, like, seriously. Because, like, I don't really like it when people do that. And I don't want to be one of the people doing that. Like, it's just always so annoying to me when people do it. Because it's like, you know, you could just let people enjoy things. It's even worse when they pick, like, kids' TV shows. And then, like, whatever they're doing becomes semi-popular. So literally searching for things around various kids' TV shows brings up, like, creepypastas and gore and all this stuff. And it's like, really? Guys? Really? Not stop and think for a moment that, like, young eyes might be looking at these things? Hey, did you find them? Yep, got them right here, Gulliver. Got 2 visitors today. Because it definitely is communicator parts. Now we can make a communicatron. Yep, send your texts. It would be rather interesting. In a way mildly annoying, but it'd be really, like, kind of neat if Gulliver actually sent you something in the next few days. So, like, it could be tomorrow, could be the day after, or the day after that. you know, it basically is between 1 and 3 days. It's like, that'd be kind of neat. Because, like, he does say he'll send you something in the next few days, and then it's always there the next day. So. Hey, blathers. Still really wish these were just worth a flat amount before being identified. Other than, like, 200. Like, a flat amount that means something is the best way I could put it, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of looking forward to tomorrow. Like, I don't have much I need to do in the way of, like, I don't have any streams planned. There's nothing big I want to watch. I'll just kind of have tomorrow to do whatever I want to do. And I think I'm going to try to spend most of tomorrow just recording Undertale. I need to shower. Like, that's on my board for tomorrow already. I need to shower because I didn't do it today. And again, you don't shower late at night when you have long hair. You just don't do it. Not if you like sleeping without wet hair anyway, because there's no way my hair would be dry. I could go outside where it's still pretty warm. My hair would still not be dry by the time I go to bed in like an hour, 2 hours from now. Especially because it would take like half an hour to shower. So, you know. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to do that pretty early. Now that we have hot water again, I don't really need to worry too much. Like, I'd also kind of been a bit lax on my exercising, because it's like, well, I don't want to get all sweaty when we don't have hot water. Because, like, that just doesn't sound like a good time. Alright. Nook's Cranny. Pop on in here. Get some stuff sold. Able Sisters are closing in like 4 minutes, but we've already gone to see them. Seen them. Bought a new dress. Got some more produce to sell. Got some clams. Kind of tempted to sell the gyroids too. They'll be in my catalog. I've been just leaving a lot of them where I find them because I don't use gyroids in design. So like I have no real interest in using gyroids in designs. They're kind of neat little funny guys to like sit around, and like I use some in my bathroom, but even those, like, I kind of want to take them out, you know. Ah, a ghost! Yeah, ghost! That worked! Can't believe it. I did suspect it, but I think ghosts are really real. Yeah, we've been through this. Yeah, I can help you. I can help you. Yep, I can help you. I can't remember if I have to tell him yes. Okay, I don't. So I was trying not to, like, mash too much and possibly, like, tell him no. Ooh. One of his little wisps right in the campground. That's pretty cool. Yawning. Yeah, it's... just trying to think through, like, more things to ramble about. Because, like, I don't have terribly many more plans for tomorrow other than, like, I need to shower. I might try to go for a walk. At the very least, I will be exercising again tomorrow. Because I kind of haven't been for the past few days, so I need to, like, get back into that. And then just, like, record Undertale. Given I've sold my turnips, I think I'm just going to try to record this around noon. Maybe a little after noon, just in case there's, like, a good afternoon price. Because, like, I feel like we're due for a really good afternoon price. Like, an even better one than today kind of thing. Because today's only Wednesday. So the spike started today. Like, the morning would have been somber. Probably lower would be my hope. And the Able Sisters are closing. But yeah, like... What's my thinking right now? Yawning. I also need to get around to going to Harvey's Island and, like... help them out with the wedding photos. It is something I feel like I should do before the end of the month, because you can only do it this month. Yeah, I cannot think of things to ramble about. I kind of want to just ramble about, like, Phantasy Star some more, but there's not really a huge amount left to ramble about when it comes to that game. I will say, like, the community is super nice. They've kind of always been super nice, really. Couldn't have held it together for one more Wisp. Now I gotta go buy a new fishing rod, new bug net. Wisp, your spirit literally broke my bug net. Pretty rude of it. You should give it a talking to. I also don't see that final piece anywhere. Like, that Lilipan is a pretty good example. Like, the only thing I really have to... You know, if I had any complaint about that Lilipan, my only complaint would be they do talk a lot. And, like, I appreciate them being like, hey, these things exist, you know. But, like... the amount of them going, hey, you should be doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then this, and a few levels, and this, and it's like, okay, shush, slow down. I'm in no rush. Like, an example from the stream yesterday, for you guys, earlier for me. I had basically made mention, like, hey, I'm gonna go identify stuff. Hey, thanks for the assist. And they're like, hey, be sure you only identify things that you can actually use for the class you're playing. It's like, I play other classes. I can't stay on one for a huge amount of time. I will get bored. And they're like, oh, but you're close to a type of weapon that you only need, like, I forget how much dexterity they said, but it's like a certain amount of dexterity that you need to equip it, and it's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but, like, I'm good. I like seeing the different weapons. Wisp, I am not seeing your final Wisp. A ghost! No reaction. Whoa. What was that all about, game? There we go. I was holding towards Ed, and it was like, no, you're not. It did not want me to bonk Ed. Too bad I bonked him anyway. Where is this final Wisp? I've been around the island like twice now. Oh, Wisp, where's your Wisp? Is it maybe on the beach over here? Because, like, I've not really been over here looking for it. Might also be like down here. No. Maybe Rhonda caught it. Just doesn't know what it is. Gonna donate it to Blathers. And Wisp will just be stuck like that for the rest of eternity. It is really kind of annoying that I cannot find this last Wisp. Have I been over by Pinky's house? I think I have. That's a drone beetle. Yeah. But still, like, I do appreciate the community being super nice. There it is. Here are you. Though I think, like, anyone can appreciate that. The community is as, mature as ever, but, you know. Let's just say a lot of characters are probably gooned too. That's the way I'll put it. Here you go, my man. Have your spirit back. Perfect. It's all 5 pieces. Bam. Ta-da! Back to normal. Goodness. Thank you. Wonderful. A reward. I want something new. Oh, clothing. Something new. Something new I don't have yet. Whether or not you've already got a lot of stuff, I think I've just saved for you. Sorry. Alright. I don't know what that is. It's a full body thing. Oh, it's a that. Okay, I know that, I just didn't know that. If that makes any sense. Words. I'm very good at them. It's why I make content. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up flower paths tomorrow. Mostly because I've already been going for, like... This recording has been about 50 minutes, so it's probably about, like, 46 minutes of actual video. But, yeah, that's gonna end up being it for today. Because I've rambled enough. I've been all over the place rambling today. I'm pretty tired, as you can probably tell. So, I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the finale of Julep earlier today, should you have watched it. I really hope you guys do. With that said, I thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.